Can you guys hear me? Evening, everyone. Just going to quickly change over a couple of things on the screen. Feel free to comment in the chat, folks. Say hello. Hope you're all doing okay. We're up to QUARANSTREAM number 32, everybody. I've been counting, and I've been doing this for 28 weeks now. It goes without saying, folks, that I did not think I'd be doing them for this long, so thank you so much for tuning in each and every week. Your constant support has really meant a lot. Tonight's show, continuing on from last week's whole blues rock theme of all originals, tonight is going to be mostly originals. I think I might do one cover, but it's the flip side of all my music. So last week was all the bluesy stuff. This week's kind of the folkier stuff. So feel free to sing along in your homes, wherever you are. Grab a drink, grab your homemade wine, grab your ciders or your spirits, because we all need some high spirits right now. I think this first song is very appropriate for now. This is off The City Within, and I think when I wrote this about all the maybes and the uncertainties in life, I had no idea just how many uncertainties there were and how many certainties I took for granted at the time. So this one goes out to Granny and the rest of my family. Another morning, another lazy sunrise, thinking about the day ahead, trying to remember all the words of wisdom my mom and dad said. Get on up, look outside my window, strangers walking slow and fast, one in a million trying to find their way along a million different paths. Maybe I believe in what they say. If you don't shape up, everything's gonna fade away. So I guess I'd better learn how to run, 'cause time is fleeting and I've only just begun, and I feel like a broken machine. Nobody knows what I've seen, but I'll keep on chasing the rainbow till I reach the gold. With my car, my guitar, and my pain, through the snow, the sun, and the rain, maybe, just maybe, I'll find some shelter from the cold. Wanna meet a girl because I play guitar, but girls like that are hard to find in a world where everybody wants to be a star. People tell me that they want to stay single, but then they march in 3s and 4s. If only they'd make up their minds and pick a side, keep track of the score. Son, don't worry, my mom and dad say they'll come around and see things right one day. So I guess I'd better learn what to do on the rare occasion my mom and dad say they'll come around and see things right one day. So I guess I'd better learn what to do on the rare occasion I end up with you, and I feel like a broken machine. Nobody knows what I've seen, but I'll keep on chasing the rainbow till I reach the goal. Must remember to trim my nails before I do this. Maybe, just maybe, I'll find some shelter from the cold. Maybe, just maybe, I'll find some shelter from the cold. Maybe I could pack my bags and run away. Got my tools I can give up today. But if I make even one more mistake, maybe they'll think I'm just another fake, and I feel like a broken machine. Nobody knows what I've seen, but I'll keep on chasing that rainbow till I reach the goal. With my car, my guitar, and my pain, through the snow, the sun, and the rain. Maybe, just maybe, I'll find some shelter from the cold. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Emelisa. Thanks, Granny, for tuning in. The sound issues might have something to do with the connectivity issues. I'm just going to quickly see if I can reduce the quality of this. Because right now, it seems like we're just having some problems with just the upload speed, nothing else. Like everything here, everything on my end is working fine. I'm just getting a lot of reds. I'm going to try and turn the Wi-Fi off and go through the Ethernet and see if that makes a difference, and see if we can get just a more direct and consistent signal through that. In the meantime, I'm just going to keep on going with this and with the set. And if it doesn't work out and there's people who miss out on this one, I'll do this one again in a couple of weeks. By which time, maybe I'll have a new song. Or more new songs. I've got a couple of new songs penciled in for tonight. This one's kind of new in that it's not on The City Within, and I'm yet to record it. And I was hoping to include it with a whole bunch of other travel songs and kind of make a record, kind of make my own Jackson Browne's Running on Empty. Of course, that's probably not going to happen now for quite some time. But yeah, this is kind of just like one of those stories from the road songs and travel songs and from a simpler time. Hey, Trish. So this is Everybody's Story. Day, I thought I heard something familiar. Dialect I've heard somewhere before. Just another traveler on his way. Still his presence seemed peculiar. The notes he's singing don't quite match the rhythm score. I never expected to be here now. So much to see, but I don't know how. With all of these people passing by. Oh, I'm having a hard time taking it in like a song. I don't know where to begin. Wanna hear everybody's story. Wanna hear everybody's story. For those voices and tales I've all heard before. they can stop where I am, shuffling through the ancient history, sharing it with strangers from afar. Marble buildings in the garden, standing out amongst the greenery. No cease singing, it all seems to be anywhere else today. When you get here, you'll hear why. Oh, I'm having a hard time taking it in like a song. I don't know where to begin. Wanna hear everybody's story. Wanna hear everybody's story. But those voices and tales I've all heard before, the only voice I should be hearing is yours. If I hear everybody's story, if I hear everybody's story, I'll forget to write one for you and me. I've been standing around in the courtyard wasting time, using every part of my body except my mind. So I'll drop my coins in for you. There's no two coins are quite the same. Better start your saving. Come and join the traveling gang. I'm having a hard time taking it. Hear everybody's story. Wanna hear everybody's story. But those voices and tales I've all heard before, the only voice I should be hearing is yours. If I hear everybody's story, if I hear everybody's story, I'll forget to write one for you and me. Thank you, everyone. Just going to quickly check the comments. Sounds good in Gippsland. Awesome. Yeah. Haley's listening in. Matt's tagged a friend. Cynthia, is everything okay with you? Are you sure? Combination of my internet with your internet. I can only apologize for the internet, folks. It's out of my control, as many of you already know. NBN. NBN, just kind of slowly moving along. I've seen a lot of red squares. Oh yeah, that's right, this one. So from Europe to America. I don't know whether you guys can't see what I'm seeing, folks, but I'm looking at my entire immediate family just under blankets on the couch. Live audience. Yes. Yes, yeah, live audience, but I'm not sure how lively you can be if you're... But it's okay, like, I understand it's quote-unquote late right now, but I've listened to Mike Mills' streams, and he goes at like 11 o'clock, so I'm in bed there, so I guess it's only fair that... Deanna sounds good, and Deanna's voice is the voice of approval, so... Must just be your internet, Granny. Yeah, so I dedicate this one, as I always do, to the Los Angeles Poet Society, especially in these difficult times when I'm sure they've got nothing to do but write. And if there's any of you guys who are songwriters or writing prose or poetry, just keep doing it, folks. There is no lack of inspiration. All the inspiration you need should come from within. Sky is as black as a man without hope. I sit here and pour out my dreams. Purple hearts and melancholy stars sound nice, but I don't know what they mean. Never want to fall back, it just doesn't feel right. I'm reading poetry all the while wondering if you'll come and see me tonight. Flying over mountains and diving underwater, lying on the grass upon the land. Lazarus watches and silently waits. When you're down, he always lends a helping hand. He says it's not too late now to redeem yourself and do what's right. I'm reading poetry all the while wondering if you'll come and see me tonight. When I was a child, everything was spectacular. Didn't know about the danger up ahead. Now that I'm older, everything is scary. It's a wonder why I'm still not dead. On your arms, give up the fight. I'm reading poetry all the while wondering if you'll come and see me tonight. Years ago the line was drawn between you and I, and we both went our separate ways. Somehow the rules didn't register, so now I write about you each and every day. Suddenly in front of me, I see you shining bright. I'm reading poetry, and girl, I can't thank you enough for coming down tonight. Thank you. Some poetry for you. What were you going to get, Dad? Checking the internet, thanks. Signal is strong, so it must be something in the air. In the air tonight. Oh, Lord. Okay, let's get this thing into gear. 3 straight mellow songs. Let's get something upbeat. Let's get some upbeat stuff happening. Could it be inspiration? Is it holding me down? Or is it something inside of my heart I just haven't found? Well, it's time to move on now. No more living in fear. I'm finding my way, and with each passing day, my visions are clear. 'Cause there's a road up ahead, full of wonder and style, but it's a lifetime investment. Is it something worthwhile? Oh, what should I do? Can I run up that hill when these cynical voices are holding me still? Well, I found a letter in the front of my car, telling me to get out and take control. I'm gonna be a star. Don't know where I'm bound, but I'm on one hell of a ride. If only I could see what's waiting for me at the bottom of the slide. Ole! If only I could see what's waiting for me at the bottom of the slide. Woo-hoo! What's that? Yeah, no, that's the problem is I always want to see if I'm centered, and I want to see how I'm doing, but the problem is the monitor. If I look at the monitor, I can't see my eyes. Exactly. Okay, now a couple of weeks ago I played a new song, or was it last month? In any case, sorry guys, it's very hard to sing, to talk and tune at the same time. Anywho, yeah, so I've since finished up the song. Well, it was kind of in a finished form before, but I think I've since tweaked it, and it's got a new title and some new lyrics, and I think it's very appropriate for what we're all going through at the moment. It was called Live My Life Again, and now it's called Learn to Live Again. Spent so long in waiting for the moment to arise. Finally set my destination. Thought my fears had passed me by. But before I leave the ground, I get pulled back to the shelter, resigned to wait around till the fear's all gone. Surely it can't take too long. when you're so close to a breakthrough, but inside you're broken down. Life is still, but still in motion, standing underneath the cloud. So concerned with past and future that the present feels too slow. I think you're feeling what I'm feeling as we go the world we used to know. Oh, I don't need a fix-up to get me through each day, but I feel like we're all stuck at 9 a.m. When anxiety is gone, can we really carry on? Won't somebody tell me just how long till I can learn to live again? The information never changes, so I carry on each day, hoping maybe I'll recover and I can go back up. I'm confounded every time, far too much for me to handle, one too many hills to climb. So I take a breath and realize all I can do right now is learn to compromise. Oh, and I don't need a fix-up to get me through each day, but I feel like we're all stuck at 9 a.m. When anxiety is gone, can we really carry on? Won't somebody tell me just how long till I can learn to live again? I don't need a fix-up to get me through each day, but I feel like we're all stuck at 9 a.m. When anxiety is gone, can we really carry on? Will somebody tell me just till I can learn to live again? Till I can learn to live again. Till I can learn to live again. Thanks, guys. I had a whole monologue prepared for that one, and I completely forgot it. It was in my head, yeah. I was just going to mention how there was a quote from John Cleese where he actually talks about anxiety and fear in day-to-day life, and he had a great life lesson, which was get your panic in early. And that's kind of what I did when the whole pandemic came. Like, the first week that it kind of hit me that things were going to be shutting down, and I still had a couple of gigs that weekend, but it was quite clear that we were heading for a state of emergency, a state of distress, state of disaster, whatever it was. And before anything closed down, I just broke down in tears because I didn't know how to feel. And since then, I've kind of been feeling relatively okay, I guess. Like, I haven't state of emergency, a state of distress, state of disaster, whatever it was. And before anything closed down, I just broke down in tears because I didn't know how to feel. And since then, I've kind of been feeling relatively okay, I guess. Like, I haven't really had any panic attacks or anything. But yeah, as the song says, when the anxiety is gone, what happens next. We do QUARANSTREAMs. That's what happens next. And just try to keep doing what we're doing. Even when we don't know if the music industry is going to, or the music sector, rather, is going to start back up. So this is the only cover I'm going to be doing tonight, and I'm going to do this one for my brother, who has graciously decided to join us tonight. I can see him munching away on an ice cream, which pisses me off more that Mum actually bought ice creams. Because if there's ice creams in the house, then I'm going to eat them. Yeah, okay, I'll play the song. This is why we don't have him in the stream, folks. Benji does not like my banter. Okay, I'll play the damn song. He was born in the summer of his 27th year, coming home to a place he'd never been before. Left just, you might say, found a key for every door. When he first came to the mountains, his life was far away, on the road and hanging by a song. But the string's already broken and he doesn't really care. It keeps changing fast and it don't last for long. The Colorado Rocky Mountain High, I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. The shadow from the starlight is softer than a lullaby. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. He climbed Cathedral Mountains, he saw silver clouds below. He saw everything as far as you can see. And they say that he got crazy once and he tried to touch the sun. And he lost a friend but kept the memory. Now he walks in quiet solitude, the forest and the streams, seeking grace in every step he takes. But the signs turned him inside himself to try and understand the serenity of a clear blue mountain lake. And the Colorado Rocky Mountain High, I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. Talk to God and listen to the casual reply. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Mountain High, Colorado. Come on, wherever you are. High, Colorado, Colorado. Now his life is full of wonder, but his heart still knows some fear of a simple thing he cannot comprehend. Why they try to tear the mountains down to bring in a couple more people, more scars upon the land. And the Colorado Rocky Mountain High, I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. I know he'd be a poor man if he never saw the eagle fly. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado Rocky Mountain High, I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. Friends around the campfire and everybody's high. Rocky Mountain High, Rocky Mountain Spent the whole week trying to write a song like that, folks. That's why there wasn't as much promo this week. Well, one day. Best I can give you is something that is upbeat, but not really folk, which is the case with this next one. I'm going to try and, well, not try. I am going to diverge, a bit from the folk set and do a song which I haven't played in quite some time. Back when I had a little band called Batten Down, this was the song that we would usually play first or second in the set, and it was supposed to be the opening track on our ill-fated studio album. So I'm reclaiming it tonight as a Joshua Batten song. And the message is quite simple. If you're struggling, don't ever be afraid to ask for help, whatever it is. Immune to sorrow. Nothing today could be something tomorrow. There's a story hidden in your eyes, full of torture, full of tears, full of lies. Dear darling, open up, tell me what is going on. Don't sit crying all day long. Don't be afraid. Don't get confused. Just wanna know what's causing all your blues. Dear darling, open up. Teach me how to sing your song. Little bird, come on home. Storm has passed, you're not alone. The old black cloud has been destroyed. It's gonna take more than fear to feel the void. Say it's suffering and pain will help you grow. Now it's done, gotta learn from what you know. Dear darling, open up, tell me what is going on. Dear darling, open up, don't sit crying all day long. Don't be afraid, don't get confused. Just wanna know what's causing all your blues. Dear darling, open up. Don't be afraid, don't get confused. Just wanna know what's causing all your blues. Dear darling, open up. Teach me how to sing your song. Oh, 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 oh. turn a deep dark shade of blue. Wish you'd come out of your shell. Dear darling, open up, tell me what is going on. Dear darling, open up, don't sit crying, no. Don't be afraid, don't get confused. Just wanna know what's causing all your blues. Dear darling, open up. Dear darling, open up. Hopefully it won't be long. Thanks, Mark, for the lyric idea. Oh, yeah? Man didn't like that one. Dear darling. So that one's on YouTube as well. An old one. Yeah, this is on YouTube right now. But I don't think anyone's watching. I haven't checked the comments there. So back to folk, ladies and gentlemen, and this one most certainly is one of those story songs. This one goes out to Jimmy, who really likes it. There's a song by Stephen Wilson called Routine, which is one of the most beautiful pieces of music I've ever heard, but it is when I was set the challenge of trying to write a song based on household objects and common items, what I ended up with, I guess, was kind of the happier version of that song, of Stephen Wilson's Routine. So this is Bittersweet Afternoon. I'm just going to set the delay for a sec, folks. Staring at the picture frames hanging on the wall. Time's gone by, but the images lag. Staring at the picture frames. She's packed up the children's shoes in a box out in the hall, sitting in the corner with the china rang glass. It's taken her years to get around with the china rang glass. It's taken her years to get around, but still it feels too soon. Ain't it hard going solo in an old empty home on a bittersweet afternoon? Heart was always golden behind the blemish and the building with an incomplete set. Making all the pieces fit, spirit undeterred. The image of the future hasn't sunk in just yet. distance gone. They've all found their purpose with lives of their own. Peaceful conversation can make the world seem so small. Grabbed a coat, grabbed a hat, and put down the phone. Time is coming last, she says. Sing a different tune. Always knew it'd be different, but I never could have guessed how free I'd become from that bittersweet afternoon. From that bittersweet afternoon. Bittersweet afternoon. Thanks, everybody. Hey, Chris. Yeah, that's 5.5% less than Larkin got for Down Under. Down to the last few songs now. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you so much to everybody who tuned in on Saturday as well for the big stream of all the songs from the show we did last year. Just a heads up, that video is going to be taken down on YouTube as individual tracks. So if you want to watch the show all the way through, I think there's a playlist there as well, so check that out. And next week, folks, is going to be a Beatles show. I was going to do all of Let It Be, but I was listening to some of the tracks, and there's some really annoying ones in there. I'm not going to name anyone in particular, but I think next week I'm just going to do a brief history of the Beatles, go chronologically from 1962 all the way to 1970, and you guys can give me your requests now, and give me your requests throughout the week of which Beatles songs you'd like me to include or attempt. Well, the sun's beaming down before the little boy's eyes. Feel like I'm living in a joke, and I am losing my mind. If maybe one of my desires weren't so out of sight, I'd become more like them, and the darkness would be light. For the apples that I wanted have all disappeared, and the ones that remain try to keep things in gear. But from morning till evening, they're learning how to fly, and I'm always left below. Always knew the reason why. There's a way we become and the way we should be, and the choice that I make never works out for me. You can hide in the shadows or try to run away. Better that we live, we're truly moving up. I'd be everything I want and you never get stuck. You can hide in the shadows or try to run away, but I'll still be waiting at the end of the day. Well, you gave me your word, then you had a change of plans, and you left me in despair with my face in my hands. Well, I just want to know, was it worth it in the end? Was there a smile on your face when you lost yourself a friend? For the apples that I wanted have all disappeared, and the ones that remain try to keep things in gear. But from morning till evening, they're learning how to fly, and I'm always left below. Always the way we become and the way we should be, and the choice that I make choice that I make never works out for me. You can hide in the shadows or try to run away, but I'll still be waiting at the end of the day. If the world that we live in were truly moving up, I'd be everything I want and you'd never get stuck. You can hide in the shadows or try to run away, but I'll still be waiting at the end of the day, making others feel happy. Will always leave me sad. Is there such a thing as love, or have I truly gone mad? Hide in the shadows, try to run away. I will be waiting at the end of the day. It was never your fault. I'm the one who was mine. Can't you see there's a place for my heart and your mind? You only live once, won't you come out and play? 'Cause I'll still be waiting at the end of the day. Hey! Thank you. I don't think so. I think it's just the stream. Thanks everybody. Thanks Chris for tuning in. It's funny when someone like Chris buys the album off Bandcamp without getting like the full CD and doesn't know the full story. I was hoping to have Hollywood Blues and At the End of the Day out like long before the other 10 tracks. And the way I intended for like the City Within proper to actually end with Maybe, and the other two were just going to be the bonus singles, I guess. But by the time I was done with them alongside the rest, so I said, you know what, let's just throw them all together. Yeah. How inspiring. Says Benji, yeah. Yeah, you get a different kind of banter with me. Middle of the city, there's a place where everybody gathers. Music rings out from the stage year after year. Now some people behind the line have decided that maybe it's time to forget everything, shut it down, let it disappear. Well, I know that this place isn't perfect and its age is showing, but how can you turn your back on the stories you've told? You can build your high-rise tower just because you've been given the power. That goes against every value you've tried to uphold. Behind closed doors, there's too many conversations. Behind closed doors, they're tearing down our history. Meanwhile, the answer. Behind closed doors, they don't care about you or me. I had a dream that the past was burnt down to rubble. Now the spirits above are making my dreams come true. And it's happening all over today. Another palace getting hammered away. And they'll keep on acting like it's something that they need to do. I always thought you could do with some rehabilitation. Keep all the stories preserved and change your design. We'll remember what once was. If you don't want to fight for the cause, oh, but don't try to fool us into thinking that everything's fine. Behind closed doors, there's too many conversations. Behind closed doors, the tearing down history. Meanwhile, outside, we're all screaming the answer. Behind closed doors, they don't care about you or me. Behind closed doors, there's too many conversations. Behind closed doors, they're tearing down history. Meanwhile, outside, we're all screaming the answer. Behind closed doors, they don't care about you or me. Behind closed doors, there's too many conversations. Behind closed doors, they're tearing down history. Meanwhile, outside, we're all screaming the answer. Behind closed doors, behind closed doors, they don't care about you or me. Thanks, everybody. A lot we don't know about behind closed doors. Oh, yeah. Our benevolent leader. Yeah, thanks, everybody. So this is going to be my last song for tonight. Gone long as usual, but thank you guys. For everything, really, for all the support, for all the tips you've given over the last few weeks, for tuning in. For some of you have been tuning in, I think, every week for 28 weeks, so thank you guys. And, of course, as I just said, next week is all Beatles, so put in your requests and I'll make an event for it tomorrow. And this final song is one that has not been released yet, but I'm sure some of you may have heard it on a previous stream. Annie and Kale and Steve and everybody at Mugs. This is called Open Box. Thank you. Open up to see the tools that I dispose of. What's it gonna be? Clear mind, no instructions necessary, navigating the branches of a tree. Fantasize, all the elements are placed in front of us. Try not to overthink. Make it work, make it look like something everyone connects to, heart and soul in sync. Put your fear and doubt aside, touch the power, take the ride, build it up and lay it down. Life is an open box, take it apart, break the rules. Rebuild it piece by piece, turn it into something new. Just imagine what we can do. Work in progress. The more we spend our time together, the more we realize what can be redone. Side by side, put it on display for all to come and see. Challenges we've overcome. If it seems a bit offset, that's 'cause we're not finished yet. There's still space that we can fill. Life is an open box, take that we can fill. Life is an open box, take it apart, break the rules. Rebuild it piece by piece, turn it into This is one way to tell the story. It's never wrong or right. No need to get technical, just dive in and take flight. Climbing up the mountain, I'm bound to trip and fall. Slowly build ourselves back up and rise above it all. This is one way to tell the story. It's never wrong or right. No need to get technical, just dive in and take flight. Climbing up the mountain, I'm bound to trip and fall. Slowly build ourselves back up and rise above it all. 'Cause we're all part of a team, with our buildings and machines, little people, big ideas. Just imagine what we can do. Thanks so much, everybody. Stay safe, stay clean, keep those hands washed, and if we are allowed, I'm available for private functions, folks. How's for 5 people, no more than 5 people. No,